Hey everybody! Welcome. Episode 4 today of the Family Legacy Quarantine Edition. Today we're going to be talking about the Family Legacy Identity Protocol. This is part 1 of the Family Coat of Arms tool. Thanks again for those of you who've been joining us, and if you're getting value out of this, please share. And we invite you to ask questions. Before we jump into the identity protocol and the coat of arms, Randy's going to do a quick review of the tools that we've already introduced. And I wanted to remind you, all of this stems from Randy's book, The Family Legacy, Shaping Culture from the Inside Out. You can visit culturalarchitects.org to get your own copies and to learn more about us.
Which is the workbook that comes along with that too. So these are the step-by-step instructions for the 60-plus tools.
They are. Thank you.
Yes. So a quick review. We had in session 1, episode 1, we gave you the overview of the Family Legacy model, which are the 6 protocols. And we gave you a tool for empathetic listening. Hopefully you've been using that to really gain an awareness. And again, my dad said empathy is walking in another person's shoes with full understanding. So the idea is that by listening, asking good questions and really listening, not just to words or to respond, but to the body language, the eye contact, the facial expressions, the tone, to really know and to be curious as we're interacting with our family, especially locked up together in quarantine. We can actually really learn and honor and connect deeply with our family and build trust through listening. Second episode, we threw the mission protocol up toward the front because the mission is that momentary, intentional, specific, and supportive intervention as one in time of need. So it's time for crisis when family comes together and makes the most of what they've been given. Like in this quarantine, how do you really make the most? Because this is not just something to be wasted. This is a real opportunity to grow and connect family, and that tool helps you do that. The last episode, episode 3, we talked about the social covenant, which was this making of agreements and expectations so that we understand how to have a fun, supportive, trusting family culture where everybody wins. And it's just 4 questions. Everybody has a voice. Everybody gets to express what they need and how to meet those needs, and creates a reason why you want to be engaged in family. So that's the recap.
All right. Awesome. I am going to read what the identity protocol is word for word right out of the workbook. So listen carefully because this is really important. The identity protocol is the second of 6 family legacy protocols with the purpose of discovering together your family identity and uniqueness, past, present, and future, while growing in the understanding of each individual's unique personality. Together, you will establish the family character, core values, and purpose, which determine legacy, and create a family coat of arms. Engaging everyone in this process will equip the next generation to do the same. And remember, the Bible verse that is really the foundation for all of this work is Proverbs 24:3. In the Passion Translation, it reads, "Wise people are builders. They build families, businesses, and communities. And through intelligence and insight, their enterprises are established and endure."
Yeah, thank you. The identity protocol, one of the 6 core protocols, it's really an amazing journey through who are we as a family historically and generationally, what's our purpose, what makes us distinct and different from other families. And the tool that we're going to do today, I want to introduce you as the Family Coat of Arms tool. This is part 1. This is actually the 8th exercise in all of the identity protocols. So there's a lot more that's in the book that brings us to this point, but we're going to use this as a standalone exercise today because it'll work. This is fun. This is affirming. This is connecting for your family, and eventually you will have, if you don't have already, a piece of art that will last. And if a picture is worth 1,000 words, then this family coat of arms with its 10 to 12 images that are really pulled out from who you are as a family, that's 10 or 15,000 words, and really more.
I just want to interject here. This is my favorite tool in all of the protocols. It is so powerful, and it doesn't matter if it's your family of origin, there's been no divorce or whatever. This is a beautiful way too to bring blended families into agreement and into a level of intimacy that it'll transform your family irrespective of where you are right now.
Yeah, it's good. So today, part 1, well, we're going to set you up for an experience. Leslie's going to go through some of the instructions in a minute. But part 1 today, we're going to take you through an experience where every person, every member of your family individually is going to be affirmed in their character, who they are, and you're going to celebrate that, and you're going to write all of that down and stick it up on the wall on the flip chart, and it's quite a thing for those who know you best, your family, to affirm you. And we'll take those once we get everybody done through this exercise, part 1. Part 2 will be then taking that and refining it, and using it to create a family coat of arms that everybody's participated in. And here's the thing. When you do these activities, these exercises, when you model them and do them with your kids, your family, you're teaching them how to do them for their families and for the generations to come while you're doing it. So it's so valuable to do it this way. So if you're ready to get started, here we go. Leslie, give me the instructions.
All right, so basically these are the instructions. Get everybody in a big circle, okay? Select who's gonna go first. And put up the piece of paper up on the wall. Randy was talking about the peel-off stick-on ones. Those are fantastic. You're gonna write their name on the top of the paper, and then the leader's basically gonna
give them a marker.
Give the person a marker, and then every person is gonna have a turn to hear from everybody else in the group. These are character qualities that everyone in the family sees and experiences of the individual, who they are to you. Each person's going to have 5 to 10 minutes to do this, and they're going to write down. This goes really fast. People are blurting things out. This is an example of, Sally's up there, and what are the things that you see in Sally? Sally's a great listener. She's empathetic. She's enthusiastic, creative, and the energy just really starts going in the room. And she's going to be writing fast and furious. So write small.
Yeah. And it's how you experience that person. So if they're a learner, if they're a leader, if they're focused, if they're, they love to be fun, just who are they from a character quality standpoint? Just get them all out there, and you'll be amazed how affirming that this is. Now, here's a few guidelines that are really important, okay?
Super.
This isn't a time to, be sarcastic and get your digs in, or belittle or bemoan because of a mistake somebody's made. That's not what this is. This is the positive affirmation. So, be kind, be positive, be encouraging, and focus your comments. These are 1 or 2 words, maybe 3. These aren't long diatribe. These are just real short so they can get up. And you want to write small enough that you can get the sheet full. And we'll tell you how to move on with that. Make sure everybody speaks. Everybody has an experience of mom or dad or Sally or Brenner or Whitney or whoever. So then the leader says go, and you go at it for 5 or 10 minutes, and you make sure everybody gets to share. You get it all down there, and when you're done, this is important. When you're done, this is a time to celebrate. So as you finish, you say, okay, stop. Everybody gather around, and I like to start the name chant. So Brenner, everybody hugging and praying, Brenner, and then it's at the end. Now this might sound corny. It's really fun.
It's super fun. It's powerful.
It really is an implant of that emotional, experience that's happening as people are encouraged. Once that's done, switch it over to another person and repeat the process.
Okay. Again, just to reiterate, super important part of the experience here is to, the purpose of this is to leave an emotional imprint on the entire family. By the way, this is something that your kids, I don't care if they're small, all the way up to adults, this can be taken into any group situation. It's super, super powerful in the family, though. What am I missing anything?
No, I think this is about it. So this is part 1. So you keep them up on the wall, if you will. It's kind of cool for days for people. We've had ours up for months. Sometime, truly, as we did this with our family, and people just reaffirmed of who they are. And then we'll show you next time how the next steps are to turn it into something like this. This is our This is our family crest that we as a family made together, and we went through the process we're going to take you through. And my son-in-law, Joel, and Kara put this together and designed it. And everything in here, every word, every symbol has a meaning. And we've hung it this last Christmas up on our wall, and we'll show you that later too. But it has become a constant conversation piece and a tool all in itself that we constantly sit down at dinner or whatever, Christmas time, and say, hey, look up at the family crest and let's talk about, Brenner. Let's talk about Vivian. Let's talk about Charlotte or somebody. And what have we seen in them? How have they been demonstrating courage or kindness or whatever? It's powerful identity tool for your family. The true story is legacy that we pass on really is our identity and our character. That's what legacy is. The things we think of legacy, street names after you and buildings or whatever, those are the fruit of a character that produces it. And so we're excited for you. This is going to be fun. I really encourage you to do it. Anything else that you want to say?
Just want to remind you, the step-by-step tool is uploaded here, and it includes a copy of our own family coat of arms, just to give you guys some inspiration.
Yep. God bless. Have fun.
Bye.